Good morning, everyone. Mr. Tribe. Happy TGIM. Today, I want to step into a space that we don't always talk about, at least out loud anyway, but one I think many of us carry quietly, deeply, and daily. Now, before you panic, this is not a sermon. I know I wore it to get your attention. Did it work? And can ADHD start in your 60s? Easy for you to say. I'm asking for a friend. No preaching today, but I do want to honor something that has guided this company, this family from the very beginning. And that's faith. Actually, true story, my dad once thought I might become a priest someday. In our family, we've got bishops and sisters and a few professional level sinners too. Now I went to law school instead. Close enough? But I digress. Anyway, this week I came across a quote that hit me deep. And it is not great men or women who change the world in a lasting way, it said, but weaker men and women in the hands of a great faith in God. Now, the source is unknown, but the truth, I think, is undeniable. Now, look, weak isn't a word any of us like to claim, but maybe here it doesn't mean broken or incapable. Maybe it means honest, aware of our limits, the kind of person humble enough to say, I just can't do this alone. And that kind of humility, I say, can move mountains. Or in our case, hopefully, tons of steel, right? Now, let's be real. This business, much like life, is hard. We've all hit walls. We've all had days where we thought, I don't know how this is going to work out. But then, somehow, a solution shows up. A teammate steps up. A client says yes. A storm passes. A door opens. Coincidence? Maybe. But around here, we often like to call that divine order. If you stick around long enough and see the pieces fall into place again and again, you just come to know this is not an accident. And nothing is permanent either. Our founders, they leaned on that faith. Our families, they prayed over this work. And today we may not have scripture on every wall, but you can still feel it in our culture, in our commitment to integrity, in the way we pick each other up, and in how we give credit where credit is due. To God be the glory, not just for Sundays, but for every beam we raise, every life we touch, every miracle that happens right here at Team Miracle. Let me tell you a short story. Years ago, we were on the brink of missing a major deadline with a client. It was chaos, delay, we were stressed. Then one of our quietest teammates says, I don't know what else to do, but maybe we should pray. And we did. And guess what? The plans we needed appeared. The client extended the timeline. The crew pulled off what seemed impossible. Coincidence? Maybe. But I'd like to call that grace. So this week, I just want to remind you, us, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the smartest. You just have to show up every day and be willing to be used for good. And for those of us who lean into our faith, yeah, we are never alone. As it says in 2 Corinthians 12:9, my grace is sufficient for you. My strength is made perfect in weakness. And if that doesn't lift your Monday spirit, maybe this will. Did you know? Did you know Moses had a stutter? Yeah, and he still led a nation. So don't tell me your coffee hasn't kicked in yet, right? So let's go into this week not just working hard, but trusting deeply in faith, in ourselves, in each other, and in the one who's been guiding us all along. Yeah. Have a blessed week, rock stars. Just be you. Do your best. Have fun with faith and give generously with even more faith. God bless us. Yes. Have a great day and awesome week. Cheers and ciao.